Happy Thanksgiving to all my Lions homies. Lions versus Packers. It's the Packers. Gonna get these invites sent out to my friends. It's Football Talk with Russell Wayne on Thanksgiving. We're going to do a preview. We're going to do a preview of this game. This is usually Football Talk with Russell Wayne, but today it's about one game. One game on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving tradition. God bless you guys. Kudos to you that use football and not let football use you. Don't be a dick today. It's Thanksgiving. Can already smell that food. Let's get these going in here. There's Mike the Bear fan. The Villain Squad. All right, now we are going live. Boom, 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 boom. Right there. Gonna welcome all the people from the Villain Squad. We are now live in there on that Villain Squad. Welcome everybody from Chicago. Even though it ain't about you today, but I know that Mike the Bear fan is out there. Bear down Mike is out there. Rashid. Detroit Lions News. Detroit Lions News podcast. That's what we're doing.
I've got plenty to be thankful for. I haven't got a great big yacht to sail from shore to shore, but I've got plenty to be thankful for.
For sure. What team you represent in the comments? I'll get these things ready. On right there, 10 people on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button.
It reminds me of a football show, Football Talk with Russell Wayne, 11 a.m. in the mornings. You should watch it because it could be good for you. It could be good for you. It could be good for your life.
What's up, y'all? This is Ifeatu Melifonwu, safety for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to take some time out to give a big shout out to Russell Wayne and Main Event Mike from the Detroit Lions Villain Squad. It's a fan page and a podcast. And I just want to say I appreciate the support of me and my team. And I encourage everyone to go check out their podcast and check out their fan page. Go Lions.
It's not fair. They were so happy. It's not gonna be okay.
What's going on, Russell Wayne and the Main Event 365 Network? This is Jason Kabinda from the Detroit Lions. Here to give y'all a shout out, man. We appreciate all the support, man. Know you guys are big fans. Know that you guys are rooting for us to take the North this year, and we're going to do just that, man. Appreciate you guys so much. Just want to give y'all a shout out. Y'all have a great day.
Good morning. It's Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving, Scotty Reno. Happy Thanksgiving, Fred. And in the comments. Happy Thanksgiving, Bear Down Mike. Happy Thanksgiving, Jay. There's me. Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope that you guys are having a great Thanksgiving so far. I hope that the house and the smells and everything is going just fantastic for you right now, that you're going to eat all your favorite food, that you're going to hang around with all of your favorite family members and even the ones that you don't like so much on Thanksgiving, because that is what it is all about. It is about the family. It is about the faith. It's about the food. It's about the football. And that's what we're here to talk. This is Football Talk with Russell Wayne. We are broadcasting live into the Detroit Lions News podcast page. Thank you guys for helping us. We are broadcasting live into the Detroit Lions villain squad right now. We have over 11,000 villains. Please hit that follow button and become one of our villains, man. We're gonna wreck 31 teams this year. We are the villain to all of those 31 teams because they have to play us. That's right. And then we got Mike the Bear fan out there in Chicago right there. You are a representative of the Chicago Bears, but we're not going to talk about Chicago Bears today because they are playing a rivalry game on this weekend. We are going to hit that more tomorrow. We have a game. Lions versus Packers. Thanksgiving Day Classic is upon us. Here we are. It seemed like we had to wait the entire week. In my opinion, it feels like it is Sunday because these 3 days were longer than any other 3 days, as I think I can get that clarified from my partner in crime right here, Main Event Mike. Welcome to the program. And happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. I can't believe it. We get to do a preview, Mike. This is we don't get to do this very much because on Sundays, we usually take that time and, we're at the Lions Den and everything. So we very seldom get to do a preview game.
We grind 5-6 days a week. Even God rested on one day.
That's right. And we have great partners in crime right here when I know that Joe Chat from the Detroit Lions News, he does a preview show and some of the other podcasters they're already covering that. We're eventually going to get our time. We preview the games 5 days a week. We talk about it all the time. So we don't want to take up all of that time, but this is a big game, man. This is a big game because we're taking it further back in history every time that they win a game. Don't you think? Isn't that a beautiful thing, Mike?
For sure. 793 days since the Packers have beaten the Lions. And it just, in the all-time series, we will probably never see us overtake the Packers in our lifetime, Russell.
Unless it's like a 30-year beatdown.
It would have to be 15 years, right? It would have to be 15 years. We sweep the series every time and then win a couple in the playoffs against them too. And we could get it done in 15 years. But that's very unlikely in this league.
You just made me feel like it could be done because, they had a nice little run on us. And really, you're talking sweet. You say 15 years. Yeah, we can't get it done in 15 years without some playoff stuff, but maybe 20 years with some domination.
Now, wait a minute. It's 30 games is the lead. Okay. The Packers lead the Lions in the all-time series by 30 games.
Isn't that awful?
So, if we were to play them 3 times a year, if you talk about playoffs, if you were to play them 3 times a year, obviously you could get that done in 10 years.
Right, but they're not going to make the playoffs, so they're going to make it. They won't get it done. But this is what you said. How many days?
793 days since September 20th, my son's birthday of 2021. since the Packers have beaten the Lions.
And it looks like it's going to be lopsided again, man. I mean, I don't want to be overconfident, but when I looked at their injury list, Mike, like
No.
how can you look at that injury list and then look at the way that we're coming in with all this momentum and everything? I mean, taking a game that we should have lost on Sunday. I mean, like I said, that message in the locker room from Dan Campbell must have been y'all got lucky, and you better not let that happen again. You know, you better not. You better stay on your P's and Q's. Don't make mistakes. Don't try to give games away because we're better. We're obviously a better team than Chicago. I mean, the fact that you can win a game and turn the ball over 4 times, like don't turn the ball over, and we should be, effing some teams up. Right?
Lions are in prime time. Also, they've done very well this year in prime time. They're fired up. But this Packers team, if the Lions play like they did against the Bears, this Packer team will beat them.
So the burning questions right here. I got this from a little, I guess M Live put an article out today at 7 a.m. that said there are some burning questions. And one of the burning questions is something you may or may not have put a bet on, which is, can Jameson Williams keep trending in the right direction? What do you think about that, Mike?
He absolutely can. Will he? I don't know. I mean, a really rocky start to the kid's career, but we see, and you pointed it out the other night, which was beautiful too, how you broke that down, how when they line him up with Amon-Ra St. Brown and they've got a safety, you've got numbers 3-on-2, pick your poison. And we can do that all day long.
Right.
Run Sam Laporta underneath of those two running ahead of him, and now you've got a whole nother wrinkle that's deadly. Jahmyr Gibbs. And then if we look at this particular game this week and look at the other side of the football, who do they have? What do they have? If you're a Packer fan, let me know. The Lions should beat the snot out of this team when you look at the injury report and who they really have. Young receivers, unproven playmakers, guys that are struggling. Jaden Reed looking good as a rookie. Jordan Love is a promising young quarterback, but Aaron Jones is out. Who else do you have? Dontavian Wicks? Who? He's hurt too, by the way. Romeo Dobbs, hurt.
Right.
And are these guys you scheme for? I mean, so.
No, the only reason, and this is the God's honest truth right here, because I can't think of any football reasons, because if I'm looking at two neutral teams, I look at these two teams and say the Lions should mess these boys up. If I didn't know either one of the teams, I'm taking my homerness out of it. And the only reason that I could think that they could stay close is PTSOL. That's the only reason I can think of that we shouldn't just roll over this team.
Well, that and any given Sunday. That right? Any given Sunday plus that.
Yeah, but any given Sunday happened on Sunday. Okay.
Not for the Packers.
And they still lost. It didn't happen for the Packers.
I'm more scared of Justin Fields than I am of Jordan Love. And it has nothing to do with DJ Moore or if Deontay Foreman or any of those guys. It's just from the quarterback position. I'm more scared of Justin Fields than Jordan Love. And it's because of who Jordan Love has around him. He is even their rookie tight end, Luke Musgrave, hurt.
Right. And
their best defensive player, Jair Alexander, hurt. They're hurting right now, and the Lions are not going to feel sorry for them. They're licking their chop. No. And if they come out flat and they lose to this team today, it's going to really make the PTSOL creep into those people, Russell.
Oh, for sure. It absolutely is, because the PTSOL creeps in on wins. I've had to sit on this show for the last 2 weeks and defend this team like they lost 2 in a row to Lions fans.
Well, what about the offensive line, Russell? James in the comments says, what about Detroit Lions offensive line? We have injuries. I mean, couldn't that play into it if Rashawn Gary, the rookie Carl Brooks, if those guys step up on the D-line and wreak havoc on our game plan? Isn't that a possibility?
Well, yeah, but the difference between the offensive, we have one guy that's out on the offensive line. And Colby Sorsdahl is going to be playing in that spot again.
Or Dan Skipper.
But Glasgow is still a top 10 guard. Sewell is the best right tackle in the game, and Taylor Decker's been nothing but a stalwart. And
Frank Ragnow.
Frank Ragnow is Frank the Tank. We have an injury, injury on the offensive line, and Jonah Jackson should be back probably by this 10 days, in the next game. So the Lions look really good from a health perspective right here. You got Jamison Williams coming on. Like, I want to, something that I've really looked, because you actually threw some money down on this money line. Why don't you tell them about that, Mike, for Jamison Williams?
Both, actually. You convinced me to put money on JMO. So if that one loses, it's on you.
Okay, well, that's on.
But I took the Lions minus 7.5. The line has now moved to 8. So I was able to get in under the hook. So that's good.
Actually, I'm looking here on this, and it is now 8.5, my friend. So
it's gone. Wow. Yeah.
It's gone up again.
I got in at 7.5. So I do believe the Lions will win this game, and I do believe they'll win it by double digits. But I guess what I am suffering from post-traumatic same old Lions, right? I'm not, my soul is not bought into it yet.
Your soul has not bought, because I think that like you and a lot of other Lions fans, and you deserve to feel like this. I think it's going to need to be getting to the playoffs with this team and actually winning that playoff game for the Lions PTSOL to completely be, oh shit, okay, this team's winning playoff games. Like, and I think that it would only take one playoff game to convince the majority of this fan base. Now, there is a part of the fan base that no matter what, unless they go all the way and win the Super Bowl, they're going to ride their excuse of why the team isn't any good. And when they finally do lose, or whenever that happens in the playoffs, they'll have their loaded excuse. I told you that it was going to be, they didn't get the pass rush. So you've been holding on to that excuse all season long, waiting for it to bite us in the ass. And it hasn't yet. But you're still holding it game after game after game after game, because what you had just said right at the beginning right here, well, if they lose this game, then it's like, no, that's been every freaking game this year. Oh, no, I know they should beat the Atlanta Falcons, but, if they lose this game, okay, they beat them. Well, that's just the Falcons. Oh, well, let's go in to play the Raiders. Well, they should beat the Raiders, man. If they lose this game, man, I'm just saying. Then they beat the shit out of the Raiders. And then they go, well, it's just the Raiders. Are you sensing a little pattern right here with Lions fans, like a battered housewife? Like she's been just beaten down so many times. She's just afraid to be happy.
Sure, but on the flip side, week 1, even everyone was like, well, we might lose this one. Well, it's the Chiefs coming off Super Bowl. We might win this one. So again, even Lions fans' soul still isn't bought in. I hope you are out there. I hope you are, because this year feels special.
It does feel special, and allow yourself to go there, guys. Like, are you going to ruin your entire season by going, well, what if they would have? Like you're 8-2.
You had me so pumped up today when we were talking on the phone, talking about Jamison Williams, that I turned around and I did put money on Jamison Williams to get over 40 yards. Okay, that's huge. His over-under was really small, like 22.5 or something. Paul on the comments here says he has JMO plus 25, over 25 yards. Yeah, but I took him over 40 to get really good odds.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But what did I tell you? Because
I'm tying this into what you were just talking about, which is a player like this taken 12th overall. If he does explode, like you say, Russ, and how you broke that play down the other day with Amon-Ra, what a perfect compliment to that kind of player is to be Amon-Ra, who is arguably the best one-on-one ball catching person on the planet. So if it gets near his fingers, it doesn't matter if your hand is there, because he's so much stronger than you. It doesn't matter if you're bigger than him or faster than him, because if the ball gets here, you are not getting it.
Right.
Like his dad said, shut up and lift. Oh, anyway, What a perfect compliment. And Jameson Williams going deep. If this kid and Jared Goff get synced up, we could be looking at like a Tyreek Hill kind of explosion that we just blow right through the playoffs to the Super Bowl if that happens. He's a 12th overall pick.
Right.
It shouldn't be a surprise if that happens.
Right. And you see his speed out there. And the thing is like there have been quite a few plays, and we talked about this morning. They may not have been touchdowns, but very long plays that have been called back with him. Like with penalties that are on the other side of the field, but you still saw it with your eyes. And in Lambeau last year, you saw it with your eyes, him go and score a really, really long touchdown or a very, very long play and just gets called back. There's a bunch of these that don't count in history where it's going to work out. Now, the thing that made me want you to place that bet, if that's what you were going to do, is get that over, is his snap count. Because everybody's been bitching about Jameson not getting enough, they need to get him out there. They got to see what he's got. They weren't. They had Josh Reynolds and Raymond and Laporta and Amon-Ra, and they had their offense working. So they had him at, 10 snaps, 12 snaps, 18 snaps. Last week, he was at 40 snaps. Josh Reynolds was at 46 snaps, and Amon-Ra had over 60 snaps, which means they are starting to trust him. And he has God-given ability that you cannot teach. And if they give him more snaps, then I feel very safe on your 40 yards for Jameson Williams.
Your comment to the day is up.
J-Mo is not faster than Jeremy. Now, that could be true because I heard that Jeremy Ballrick could run that 40. That's what he said. That's what he said anyway. But look who I have in the back. I didn't think I'd get to see Grove GTT IV on Thanksgiving today, but here he is right there. Say hello to my friend.
Hello to my friend. That's right. What is happening, y'all? My brothers.
Happy.
How y'all doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble,
good.
G.
Yes.
That works. That works.
You're going to buy the kneecap off?
I would have been here early, but I'm sorry, fellas. I could not help but watch the Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears this morning at 2 a.m.
Did you watch the whole game? Did you have to go through the whole thing, or did you just watch the fourth quarter where it got fun?
The whole thing, dude.
He put himself through it.
Yeah, I came in on it late, though. It was already 7-zip Chicago when I came into it.
Well, tell me, G, when you watch a movie the second time, or if you watch a game the second time, what hit you the second time that you didn't notice the first time? Or what stuck out more that
not making tackles.
Missing tackles. Jack Campbell missing tackles, right? Somebody said that Jack Campbell's terrible. He missed a bunch of tackles, and I didn't remember seeing that.
It was several. It was almost like we was little kindergartners against DJ Moore. I was like, come on, man, tackle him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, but the thing is he did recover in the second half. He had an awful first half, but him and Alex Anzalone together in that linebacker core had 24 tackles.
Yeah.
And they really did play
it was just overall missed tackles. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't any one particular person as far as, what Mike was saying. But it was like they was beasting us in that first half for first downs and stuff,
If they miss tackles like that on Jaden Reed, he's going to take it to the paint.
Oh, I can't have it, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be an excellent matchup right there between Jaden Reed and Brian Branch today.
Yeah.
Because I think that's who's going to be D'ing up on him. And it's just ironic that we trade up to get
Brian Branch.
To get Brian Branch, and they went with Jaden Reed, and here we are
On
and they get to
Thanksgiving Day, you and I called this. You and I called this right after the draft. Oh, when they meet on Thanksgiving, once the schedule came out and we looked at it.
No, but somebody said, no. He's a safety. He's only a safety. He's not going to be guarding him. I don't know.
Oh.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Market zero.
Those doggone ticky-tack doggone calls on Brian Branch, dude. Oh,
you think so? I thought they were good. I mean, I had to look at it. I pulled a main event mic on this. I looked at it and I'm like, God, I want to be mad at that. But
okay.
You can't. Stop grabbing them.
Okay. Let me put in the word comparatively. Okay. If you're not going to call when they run in the doggone Laporta, and cause the interception in the first quarter, if you're not going to call how physical they were with our receivers down the field, I mean, come on. Wow.
By the way, guys, when we complain about the referee, we complain about referees after wins. Okay,
I just want it fair.
And that's it. That's how you can. We wait. When you overcome bad refereeing, right? We can come on here on that day, and now we can complain about the referees because it didn't cost us the game. We're not going to play that game. We're not going to come in here after losses and be like, man, they should have called the hold. But since we won the game, you can call that ticky-tack stuff. We can call that, hey, are you ever going to call a hold on anybody going up against Hutchinson? I mean, he is held on every third play.
Wow.
They could just be throwing flags every 3 downs, and they probably just don't want to slow down the pace of the game.
He was getting held on that safety too.
Hey, I got one. I got one for you, Mike. This will make you really laugh right here. I think that you're gonna like this.
You ever meet somebody and they're so boring you feel like they poisoned you? Like you're talking to them and you're like, I feel like I'm dying right now. And I think you did it.
That's the way I feel like every time Chris Collinsworth calls a game.
Right.
When I'm watching him do it. So I thought that was ironic.
I got to jump off, Russ, because I got to go baste the turkey.
Go baste it.
But hey, everybody out there, happy Thanksgiving. God bless each and every one of you. Happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen.
Happy Thanksgiving, my brother Mike.
Happy Thanksgiving to Main Event Mike right there. And we're going to have our little lion right here sing a little something for you.
I've got plenty to be thankful for. I haven't got a great big yacht to sail from shore to shore, but I've got plenty to be thankful for.
See, we can be gentle lions. We're gentle. We can be gentle. We're with lots of heart. It's at 12:30 that y'all got to be worried, is because I think that we're coming in ferocious. G, I think that they'll come in ferocious today. A statement game.
35-10.
35-10. You're calling double-digit win too. I think this is going to be the double-digit win. Last week I had that feeling, man. Everybody's like, we're going to blow out the Bears. And I'm just like, gosh, man.
I did, man. There was something about me, man, that was really concerned about a fresh Fields coming back.
Yep.
What I did not realize is how the pressure would get to him. It really looked like the pressure got to him, yo. And I don't like to see that in nobody, I'm not a fan of calling somebody a choke job or anything like that, I just feel like that's one of the attributes you can't measure. Okay? You can check a cat's 40 times. You can check how many times he bench pressed 225, all that kind of stuff. But you don't know how he's going to act with 4 minutes to go and you up. What you going to do? And it didn't look like. And I'm not saying just him. I'm talking about the whole Chicago.
Right.
The play calling, everything just went completely different from what they had been doing. And it was very reminiscent of some stuff that you and I have seen from our team in the past.
Yep. And I've seen it on the performance stage as well. deer in headlights look. Oh man, it's a little bit too big of a moment. Can't step up like that. And I saw it too, man.
Sweet at practice, you know. But get up there on the machine shop, dude, and be like,
wait, that's a lot. That's an awful lot of people out there.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. And he got at the end of that game. And to me, I know that there are some apologists out there for that last play by Justin Fields. And I don't know if they want to blame it on the tackle, but that was Justin Fields' fault 100%. Because the entire game, this dude was like a wizard, like a little snake in the pocket, going all over the place. And all of a sudden, like, he pushes Darnell right into the ball and just knocks the ball out of his hand. Like,
all of a sudden, he's a statue.
How do you not? He's coming towards you. Like, how did you not see that?
Right.
I felt bad for him, but he doesn't look like that guy that's going to get it done in the clutch. I mean, he might blow some teams out with his talent. Wow. You know, if they get up and he ain't got to worry about the end of the game, but in clutch moments, I've seen it too many times with Justin Fields.
It's my quarterback.
But we'll see this week, man. I mean, I know that we got our game, but that's another rivalry game that's so big.
Yeah.
For the Lions, especially if the Lions are to win this game today. Yeah. And then if Chicago can put it together and beat the Vikings, then that's a pretty big lead.
Yeah.
In the North right there. So, but they got to take care of business right here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to send this song right out here from the crew to all of the Chicago fans, and then we're going to move on from it.
Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze.
Means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. That's just for you Chicago fans right there. I feel bad for Bear Down Mike having to experience a lion-esque kind of thing, and Mike the Bear fan, I feel that. But I've experienced that the last couple of years, and all of this stuff with the Michigan and Ohio State. But we're going to talk about that one tomorrow too. But so how are you spending your Thanksgiving, G?
I just got to go 3 blocks down the street to my mom's house. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm going down there after the Lions game. You know,
okay.
I know I love my mom. There's nobody on this face of this earth that I love, more than, her and Sarah, but it's like, I know she going to put me to work as soon as I get there. I don't want no interruptions while I'm watching my Lions.
And plus, and this is something I know that you can feel too, is, you might say a couple things.
Yeah.
Loudly.
Yeah.
In either excitement or anger that you may not want your mama to hear.
I mean, hey, my mom is the one that gave me the athleticism, okay? My mom was one of the old school tomboys that they used to call. So we like, oh, yeah, we with all of that. My mom is the real one, dude. She's so cool.
Yeah, I love your mom.
See, I got her into the game. I got her checking out us here on Thursday sometimes when she gets up, because she don't get up until after like 12 or something,
Yeah, because she probably goes to bed at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, like as the sun's going down. Ooh,
right.
It's getting late. Like,
right.
Oh my gosh, man. So you say 35-10?
35-10.
35-10.
35 or 34.
I had him over 40. Gee. I do, but I'm giving love a little more love. I got 41-17.
I did see that game. I saw a little bit of that game too, man. And he was looking sharp last week. But that's the doggone Chargers defense, man. Staley is a dum-dum. He's a power-tripping dum-dum.
Yep.
You know, there's no way he should be able to. His defense should look like that after the way his defense looked in the Rams before he became the Chargers head coach. You know,
right.
So I mean, that's what I mean. Some of them cats, man, they are meant to be coordinators. You can't give them all that power to be the head coach. You know, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Got Mark in the comments right here. It says, why is Bugs out always? And they have the healthy scratch is what you would call that. Because we have a bunch of defensive linemen that I would say that are average to above average that are behind Aleem McNeil. And they put them in a rotation, keeping these guys fresh because we have Broderick Martin. We got this Bahana guy that they got from Dallas, who actually seems to be the one that's stepping through, Benito Jones. So you have all these different characters, but I think over the long haul, when you're talking about a 17-game season, Mark, that this is where depth plays into play. You know, you look at the Green Bay Packers and all the injuries that they have. Well, the Lions have had a lot of injuries too, but they've had a lot of the guys that come in off of the bench that can play just at that same level, so they don't lose much right there. So Bugs is in a rotation. Sometimes he's there and sometimes he's not, right? So this time they called up Bahana again because he looked decent last week.
Nice.
This team, he says this team is different. Last week should tell you that. There's some people that are out there, Mark, that look at these negative things about what the Lions did last week and want to paint them in that picture, not count wins, but good teams find ways to win, where this used to be a team that wasn't a good team and they would find ways to lose. Well, that's the Chicago Bears now. They're finding ways to lose.
Yeah. And they fail to even see. It's like everybody's blind toward the entire NFL. Every team loses to a team they're not supposed to lose to. Every single team. You know. So they say that any given Sunday, there's a reason they say that. You know, it's a whole bunch of things. You know, the weather, injuries, execution, ball drops. It's come on, so many things. You know,
so many different things. And one of the things that the Lions coaching staff has figured out is it ain't about the entire game when it comes with what they're looking for. They want that clutch gene. You can find guys that can play good in a game, but what happens when the pressure's on, the lights are on you, and it's the biggest moment, and this is for everything.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, I want guys that play good then, that get into the biggest moment, and it's just they take that deep breath and they're gonna let it ride. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm having a hard time finding too many receivers in the NFL with better hands than Saint.
Yeah, I don't think that you can. This guy has been one of the highest graded PFF players for the last 2 years too. Last year he was actually the highest graded player. Period.
Really?
It's and it's all the blocking. It's not. I don't think that he's the best pure receiver in football, but there's what do they call them? The 5-tool guys, like the guys that can do a little bit. You know, you can get them in there and pass pro and run blocking. You can get them out into space and they can block.
Yep.
They can run screens. They can run the ball out of the backfield. They can do the jet sweeps.
Yeah.
Not every receiver can do all of that. And
well, we heard a lot of that in the Welker days and the Amendola days, and then it just stopped. You know, nobody was talking about it no more. You know, and then here comes St. Brown. He's like another level. Woo!
I think that's going to go down as one of the greatest draft picks of all time when it's all said and done. Like, what a story that is.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, go Bears on Monday night. Help us increase that lead.
Yeah.
Got to take care of business today.
Yeah, get one for your brother, Equanimous.
Oh, did you watch the Amon Ra podcast? Where
I heard about it.
Oh my God!
I heard about it. I read a little bit about it.
He's like, so what happened in that game? What's going on? What happened in that game? You guys were feeling pretty confident at the end, huh? I saw you guys over there. You pumping out your chest. You guys thought,
no.
Did you think he was going to win? Did you think he was going to win?
Wow,
You thought he was going to. You thought he was going to win, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you? That's how he was like, man.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So the bad guy, John Kapler's in the comments, says, who's going to be our Detroit Lions Thanksgiving player of the game? You got that one first? You want that one? I got one.
I'm saying Gibbs.
You're going with Gibbs? I'm going to go with Jameson.
Okay.
I think Jameson Williams is going to have a breakout game today. I think he'll be over 100 yards. I tried to tell Mike to take that over because it was plus 1,100 to bet on Jameson getting over 70.
Really? Okay.
Plus 1,100. I mean, I was like, why don't you go throw $20 on that? But he ended up throwing $20 on the 40, over 40 yards.
Okay.
And I just think because they went up, man, they doubled his snaps. I look at the snap counts every single week on PFF, and they hadn't been trusting him out there like that. It was like 18, 20 snaps a week.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And in the last 2 weeks, they went up like 30, 40. Let me, I'm going to go find it right now.
Yeah, I love the hook pattern catch that he did for the first down.
Yeah.
That was my favorite catch, not the touchdown. You know, I want to see his hands, and that ball stuck to his hands, and that's what I'm used to seeing from him, you know, from college. You know, so yeah, he's getting it. He's getting it, Rusty. We talked about it quite a bit, you know.
Yeah, and it comes to just getting experience within the offense. Now, the reason that he hadn't been playing didn't have as much to do with like his skill level. It had more to do with like Raymond and Reynolds and Amon-Ra. They already had that on lockdown with the top threes right there. You got to move up the depth chart, you know, just like anything else.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care that you that you were the top pick or whatever. They want you to get in there.
Yep.
But
Yep. I agree. You know, but the thing that I really like is that he is obviously working hard. You know, he's got more time to think of nothing else but football this year. You know, right. At this time, and it looks like he's working hard, and I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these snap totals. You know, 16, 18 to 44.
Woo!
Like they obviously took a big jump in what they thought he should be out there. And this isn't not him getting catches all the time. I mean, he's just out there. Like he could be blocking, he could be in the run, but they're trusting him to be out there and be the decoys or whatever they're doing.
Yes.
And that's going to translate into yards, man. I mean, the guy's going to get 3 catches. He's going to have 40 yards.
Well, hey, now that you mention that, the other catch, which was the touchdown, that was a straight decoy type of pass pattern that he did because he was on the same side as St. Brown.
Right.
And so The defense was looking at St. Brown a little bit more, and bam, he had a step. That's all he needed. So now Green Bay is going to be in the position like, who do I take? Either one. Pick your poison.
Yeah, I love that play that he scored that touchdown on, because you watched the two safeties and the DB that were over there on those three. They were doing that little umbrella thing, and the minute that Amon-Ra turned around, it was just that little teeny hesitation from that safety to move up towards St. Brown. It was over.
Yep.
Too much speed. Forget about it. Touchdown. Yep. And he even underthrew the ball by 10 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I was telling you about a couple shows back. As a receiver, every single play, you got to run that ball. You got to run that pattern like you're getting it.
Right.
That's the way that we fool the defense. Yep. We want them to say, oh, he's a self-check. Let's go ahead and get St. Brown. We want them to say, okay, this time we're going to get him because he's a speedster. We want them to be like that.
I like Jordan's comment. Says the Browns are the AFC version of the Lions, but it is a mirror. Like, our offense is the best in the league while their defense is the best in the league. Our defense is suspect just like their offense is suspect. So it's like they are complete mirror images of each other. Because I think that they are an elite defense. Myles Garrett may end up going down as one of the greatest defenders ever.
Wow, he is a beast. He really is. Wow, and it's so much fun watching him in a healthy year.
Right.
We've seen him get hurt so often. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun watching these pass rushers. Especially him.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Jay Mommy. Thank you for watching today. And
happy Thanksgiving.
Jay says that I'm with you, Russ. It just feels different since last year. Yes, it was a rocky start, but they came roaring back and kept it going. Agree. I like that. And then St. Brown has leather magnets in his hands. Yeah, I don't even know how he comes down with half of that shit that he does, man. Like, he's in the...
And not only coming down, but scooping up.
Yeah.
Like that touchdown. Come on, man. That was an amazing catch in all of that traffic. And as fast as that ball was coming to him.
Right. It's it's amazing. It's amazing. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm in Mexico, so watching the game is going to be difficult. And I got TVs in Mexico. I mean, this is the Thanksgiving Day game. Yeah.
There's no Wi-Fi.
I mean, NFL Network. I got the entire rest of the season of the NFL ticket for like $70 because it's a one-day sale. So if you want NFL ticket, it's like $70 for the rest of the season if you get YouTube TV with it. I hit that up this morning. I'm like, let me think. Should I stream on 3 different services trying to find each game, or one service that's half off right now that I can get rid of the other 3? It was an easy decision. Even easier than St. Brown is considered the best blocking receiver in the league. He is special. That is what makes him the best wide receiver in the league. Right there. Thank you, J Mommy.
Well, hey, if you're going to talk about blocking, you should check out what J-Mo has been doing all year.
Yep. That's how they built the trust right there. He comes from a culture in Alabama where they say no block, no rock. And he came in here and was a ferocious blocker for the last 3 weeks.
I just heard a stat last night, man. I don't know what I was looking at. I think I was looking at the NFL channel, as a matter of fact. They said Saban has over $2 billion worth of NFL contracts. His boys. His players.
$2 billion?
$2 billion.
Why have billions when you can have millions?
Okay. I'm biting my fingernail. I'm doing it.
They can't see us. We're in the background. We're in the background. I actually like broadcasting the show better from here. I think I'm gonna make more pictures in broadcast back here. Every once in a while we can pop our faces out, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And but you know, I like being here.
Yeah.
I like that. I like being able to bring up the, you know, Ohio State versus Michigan is on Saturday too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, we can be enemies for a day. That's all right. That's what sports rivalry is all about. You're still my brother.
Of course. Yes.
But the last couple years, you've left me looking like this. And and I couldn't help it, man. I was crying and everything right there. And now Ryan Day's got to be all mad because they didn't suspend Harbaugh for longer. Where's I gotta find this guy right here. Hey, I can make fun of myself a little bit, but here.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Market zero.
Why does he look like Bluto to me? You know, I've been thinking about that for years. I'm like, wow, he is Bluto.
But if you know what movie that came from, and you're still listening out there to us ramble like that, put that into the comments. If you know what movie that I put that little rant over. Oh, one more time, just for you.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Market zero.
Oh, God. I don't have any prizes for you, but you can get an attaboy from it. Oh, look at Jay right there. The first one in there. The Big Limbowski.
Yes, it was.
That is...
The dude.
Oh, the dude, man. The dude minds. The dude minds, man.
Yeah.
The fist on your rug, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Market 8, dude. Market 8, dude.
Yeah. That reminds me, I gotta find one of them dude sweaters, man. I want me another one.
That's what I kind of think of, like Dan Campbell. He's kind of like the dude.
Yeah. I can see him in one of them dude sweaters. I can see it.
He's like the dude if the dude took the path of, like, you know, eating right and working out and being a badass. Like that's what that's who the dude would be.
Yeah.
It is still the morning. Good morning to y'all out there.
Good morning.
Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Jay Mommy says you guys come up with some hilarious stuff. Yes, we try to entertain. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We're entertainers. And we love football. And when I was looking at what I wanted this show to be like, I went all around the internet and I looked at all the other shows that do what we do. And most of the other shows want to be right about their takes and they want to be really smart about football. And I realized that wasn't going to be for us. We're not smart at football. GT's smart at football. I'm not smart at football. I just talk to a lot of smart people. They make me look smart, but no, but we're the home of the bad takes, man. We appreciate all of the bad takes on here. We allow all of the opinions. We ain't gonna tell anybody they're wrong.
Yeah, no.
They should already know that.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see if I got anything good. I got it. Let's see.
Let's change the subject. Because we don't have time to unpack all of that.
All right, so we can change the subject. We got to get back into these Packers. These Packers. The Lions have been playing these Packers for so long. This Thanksgiving tradition has been going on since what? 1934. Woo! Right? 1934, this Thanksgiving Day tradition. I know they must have had like 1 year off or something because they said they've played every Thanksgiving since like 1940 something. See, I don't know that deep of the history, but I know that little icon in the corner right there on the left-hand side says that this is the 1934 tradition right here. The Lions have been playing this game. And they used to dominate this series so much that even the great Vince Lombardi was like, I don't want to play the Lions on Thanksgiving anymore. It's not even fair. because they were whooping so much ass
Yeah.
back in that time frame. And it's like the times have changed, went all the way around to where the Packers were dominating everything. And I think we're about ready to head into a season, not this season. I'm talking a season of years of this administration with Brad Holmes. And as these young studs that he's drafted over the last 3 years become veterans, and he's bringing in new crops of people, I think this is going to be a legacy team right here with Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes.
Yeah.
But a homer. That's what I'm supposed to do. We're going to dominate the NFL for the next 10 years. And there ain't nothing that the Packers or the Bears or the Vikings can do about it. You know why?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a hard stop today. We usually go, and we've had some fun today, but I'm not going to hang around much afterwards because I want to go pick up Hunter, and we're going to watch this football game.
Yes.
It's war week, guys. It is war week beyond war week. Let's look at this right here. We're going to break it down one last time, and then I'm going to let you go for Thanksgiving right here. Lions bringing in the Packers right here to go to 9-2 for like the first time since like 1952. That's an amazing historical thing that could happen today. The Lions has been 793 days since the Packers have beaten the Lions. Then on the other side, we got the Bears versus the Vikings. War week in the division. The Bears can spoil the Vikings' year right here. But the Vikings need to win out, or pretty damn close to winning out, to have a chance right here. And then the big game, the greatest rivalry of all time, dating back to the 1800s, the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Michigan Wolverines on Saturday. This is an awesome weekend of football. And I hope that you guys have had some fun today. Go ahead and plug the show, G. Go ahead and tell them when it's going on today.
Well, today for the Thanksgiving holiday, it is on now. It came on at 11 a.m. It'll be on at 3 p.m. It'll be on at 7 p.m. And it'll be on at midnight. And we know sports. We're going to be fooling. I'm kind of teasing with Higgy Doo, a little bit. And yeah, we're going to have a good time. And we know sports on Roku, on High Dimension Network. Or you can go to www.higd, that's HIGHD.TV.
That's awesome. And this right here, this is NFC North Talk with Russell Wayne. Every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Mondays, we usually do the reviews. Tuesdays is PFF Tuesdays. Wednesdays, all Lions, baby. This is a weird week right here because of the game and Thanksgiving and everything like that. But Thursdays, we bring on GT, and we know sports is in the house. And on Fridays, we do all the bets. We pick all the games in the spreads. We give you guys a chance to pick all the games within the spreads, and then we watch some football.
That's right.
And then we watch some football. So we are at subscribe to the YouTube channel at Main Event 365. We're approaching 600 subscribers right now. We love doing this right here. And NFC North Open Mic with the host Main Event Mike each and every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right before the Monday night football game. And I always have fun doing this, guys. I always have fun doing this. And I leave you with a blessing right here in a special day on Thanksgiving. God bless you and your family. May the Lord bless you, and may the Lord keep you, and may the Lord shine his face upon you.
Amen.
Until we meet again tomorrow morning for NFC North Talk with Russell Wayne. Peace out.
What's up, y'all? This is Ifati Malafanu, safety for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to take some time out to give a big shout out to Russell Wayne and Main Event Mike from the Detroit Lions Villain Squad. It's a fan page and a podcast. And I just want to say I appreciate the support of me and my team, and I encourage everyone to go check out their podcast and check out their fan page. Go Lions.